Okay, so now we're going to talk about using multiple rules. So when using multiple exponent rules, you can go about it, or you can go about simplifying in multiple ways. I'm going to personally show you one way. So I'm going to write this here. This is one way, okay? This is not the only way. This is just how I choose to go about it, okay? And it's basically 3 steps. Step number 1 is get rid of any parentheses, okay? Step 2 is combine by adding or subtracting. And then lastly, part 3 is get rid of negative exponents. Okay, so these are like the 3. This is how I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just personally how I do it. So we're going to do 2 examples. So let's say I have x to the 3rd times x to the 1 over x to the 8th. Okay? Now, if you look at step 1, it says get rid of any parentheses. We don't have any parentheses. Lastly, number 2 says combine by adding or subtracting. I'm noticing that these are being multiplied, which means I can add them together. So I can say this becomes x to the 4th over x to the 8th. And then now I'm noticing that they're being divided, which means I can subtract. So x to the 4 minus 8, which equals x to the negative 4. Okay, so I've done as much adding and subtracting as I can. My last step now is to get rid of negative exponents, okay? So remember, this is like x to the negative 4 over 1. We have a negative exponent, and it's at the top, which means I need to move it to the bottom. Since nothing's left at the top, I'm just going to put a 1 there, and this would be my final answer. Okay, let's do another one. It'll make sense. Let's say I have 2x to the 3rd to the power of 2 over 8x squared. Okay, first of all, got to remember this 2 has an invisible exponent of 1. Okay, so step 1 is get rid of any parentheses. I have parentheses on the top. So to get rid of it, I have to distribute the 2 to both of these. So I'm going to have 2 to the power of 2, and then x to the power of, 3 times 2 is 6, over 8x squared. I'm going to simplify 2 squared, because I know that's just 4, so I have 4x to the 6th over 8x to the 2nd. Step 2 is combine by adding or subtracting. I'm noticing, since there's a division sign, that I'm going to have to subtract 6 minus 2. So that's going to be 4x to the, 6 minus 2 is 4 over 8. And then just to simplify even more, 4/8 is the same thing as 1/2, so I can write this as 1/2 x to the 4th. And the way that you could do this is you could do, like in your calculator, you could do 4 divided by 8 and then hit math, enter, and it'll give you the 1/2. So my final answer here is 1/2 x to the 4th. I don't have to do step 3 because there are no negative exponents. Okay, so you're going to now practice doing multiple rules together. If you need help, ask for help. Otherwise, go ahead and get started.